Welcome to our channel, where we explore the stories behind iconic brands. Today we'll be discussing the story of how a French tennis player jokingly branded his shirt and turned it into a billion-dollar company. That's right, we're talking about Lacoste and the man behind the famous Crocodile logo, René Lacoste. Stick around to discover how a simple bet and a nickname helped create one of the world's most recognizable fashion brands. The Untold Story. René Lacoste's fascinating personal life beyond tennis. The story begins with a French tennis player named René Lacoste, who was also known as the Crocodile due to his tenacious playing style on the court. René Lacoste, the renowned French tennis player and founder of the iconic brand Lacoste, was born in Paris on July 2, 1904. René Lacoste was not only a talented tennis player and inventor, but he also had a personal life that was just as interesting. He was born into a family with a long history in SW France dating back to the 1700s. On June 30, 1930, he married the renowned golfer Simone de Lachambe, and they started a family together. Their daughter Catherine Lacoste followed in her mother's footsteps and became a champion golfer in her own right. She went on to become the president of the golf club Chantaco, a club that her mother founded just a few kilometers from Saint-Jean-de-Luz, France. It seems that the Lacoste family had a talent for sports and an entrepreneurial spirit that ran in their blood. The Crocodile's epic tennis journey. The rise and triumphs of René Lacoste. René Lacoste's passion for tennis was ignited at the age of 15 during a trip to England with his father. From then on, he dedicated himself to hours of practice and training, becoming deeply immersed in the sport. Although his first attempt at a Grand Slam tournament at the 1922 Wimbledon Championships ended in defeat, Lacoste remained undeterred and continued to push himself to his limits. In 1923, he made it to the fourth round at Wimbledon, narrowly missing out on victory against Cecil Campbell. That same year, he competed for the first time in the U.S. Championships, marking a significant milestone in his career. Lacoste's hard work and determination paid off in 1925 when he clinched the singles titles at both the French Championships and Wimbledon after hard-fought battles against fellow Frenchman Jean Bouratre. These victories cemented his position as a rising star in the tennis world. Although he suffered a disappointing straight-sets loss to Henri Cochet in the 1926 French Championships final, Lacoste went on to claim the U.S. National Championships title against none other than Jean Bouratre. He played a pivotal role in the French team's victory over the United States in the Davis Cup, winning both his singles matches against Bill Johnston and Bill Tilden. Lacoste faced Tilden again in two Grand Slam tournament finals in 1927 and managed to come out on top in both, denying Tilden his seventh U.S. title in the process. At the French Championships, he won after a grueling 5-set match, while at the U.S. National Championships, he defended his title and won in straight sets, despite facing set points in the first and third sets and being down a break in the second. Lacoste's impressive performances throughout the year secured him the #1 ranking by multiple tennis experts, including Wallis Myers, Émile Dive, the U.S. Ranking Committee President, Marcel Berger of El Opinion, Jean Samazul of Le Miroir des Sports, and Henri Cochet. In 1928, Lacoste suffered a loss to Cochet in the French Championships final, but got his revenge by defeating him in the Wimbledon final after a grueling 5-set match against Tilden in the semifinals. Despite losing his singles match to Tilden in the Davis Cup Challenge round, the French team won 4-1, with Lacoste's contribution proving significant. Lacoste played 51 Davis Cup matches for France and 26 ties between 1923 and 1928, winning 32 singles match and 8 doubles match. He retired from competitive tennis in 1929 due to respiratory disease, but made a brief comeback in 1932 at the French Championships before ultimately retiring from the sport. Lacoste's legacy in tennis is immortalized by his induction into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 1976, along with the other 3 members of the Four Musketeers. His contribution to the sport is also evident in his book, Lacoste on Tennis, which he wrote in 1928. Although the origin of his famous nickname, the Crocodile, remains somewhat ambiguous, Lacoste's remarkable achievements in tennis and the impact of the sport on his life make him a true legend in the world of tennis. Unveiling the mystery. The fascinating story behind Lacoste's Crocodile logo. The story behind the famous Lacoste crocodile logo is one of determination, competition, and a touch of luck. Tennis legend René Lacoste, known for his aggressive style on the court, made a bet with his French Davis Cup captain over a crocodile leather suitcase he had seen in a Boston store. Unfortunately, Lacoste lost the bet and the coveted suitcase remained out of reach. However, the nickname the Crocodile stuck with him, and when he and his partner, André Gillier, launched their clothing company in 1933, they decided to use the crocodile as their logo. It perfectly embodied Lacoste's tenacity and ferocity on the court, and the company soon became known for its high-quality sportswear. But the symbolism of the crocodile logo led to a legal dispute with other companies that used similar logos, leading Lacoste to make a deal with them to modify their branding. In the 1990s, a Hong Kong-based sportswear company called Crocodile Garments tried to enter the Chinese market using a logo that looked eerily similar to Lacoste's iconic crocodile emblem. The confusion arose because, on the Lacoste logo, registered in France in 1933, the crocodile was depicted looking to the right, while on the Crocodile Garments logo, which was registered in Asia in 1940 to 1950, it was turned to the left. This led to a legal dispute between the two companies, which was eventually resolved through an agreement to amend the brand names. Despite the drama, Lacoste remains one of the most recognizable sportswear brands in the world, thanks in no small part to its distinctive crocodile logo. Lacoste, from tennis courts to high fashion, the evolution of the crocodile logo. La Chemise Lacoste, founded in 1933 by René Lacoste and André Gillier, revolutionized the world of tennis apparel with the creation of the first branded tennis shirt featuring the iconic crocodile logo. Over the years, Lacoste has continued to expand its reach, licensing its trademark to various companies for the production of clothing, footwear, fragrance, and accessories. Under the creative direction of designers like Christophe Lemaire and Louise Trotter, Lacoste has undergone transformations that have helped to bring it into the modern era while still maintaining its classic and sophisticated style. Lacoste has also established partnerships with notable athletes such as Novak Djokovic, Andy Roddick, and Stanislas Wawrinka, increasing its visibility in the sports world. Additionally, the company has a strong commitment to community programs such as the Rene Lacoste Foundation, which supports children in their pursuit of sports education. As Lacoste continues to evolve, it remains a major player in the fashion industry with its recent partnership with Interparfums, paving the way for a new line of perfumes set to launch in 2024. With its timeless style and commitment to excellence, Lacoste is sure to remain a fixture in the world of fashion for years to come. The inventive mind of René Lacoste. A closer look at his innovative creations. René Lacoste was not only a legendary tennis player, but also an inventive mind. Along with his iconic creation of the polo shirt, Lacoste also innovated the tennis ball machine to improve his overhead skills on the court. He even crafted the first steel tennis racket, revolutionizing the sport. Even after retiring from tennis in 1932, Lacoste continued to push boundaries and filed an impressive 20 patents between the 1960s and 80s. For Lacoste, inventing was more than just a hobby. He once quipped that inventor should be on my business cards, noting that he had been creating and innovating throughout his life. René Lacoste was undoubtedly a man ahead of his time, and his legacy continues to inspire generations of athletes and inventors alike. René Lacoste was not just a legendary tennis player, but also a meticulous strategist. Even after retiring from the sport, he continued to analyze his opponents with the same level of intensity. He would take copious handwritten notes on each of his rivals, carefully studying their playing style, strengths, and weaknesses. His granddaughter, Beryl Lacoste Hamilton, recalls that he would often send her pages of these notes, showcasing just how dedicated he was to the game. René was a man who thought long and hard about everything, and his analytical approach undoubtedly contributed to his success, both on and off the court. Today, Lacoste continues to honor René's legacy by embodying his commitment to excellence and attention to detail in everything they do. Thanks for watching.